Morning, everyone. It's Mel from Everything Marmy. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. I hope you will all grab something warm and cozy to drink, a tea or coffee, or like me, always water. Plain old water. I'm going to be working on these two books today. This is the 2024. Yes, I know we're in 2026, but this is the 2024 PaperTess Designs Weekly notebook, and this is the 2026 Hobonichi Weekly. And actually, I really don't have a whole lot to do in the Hobonichi. I know it says May there, but this came out of Courtney Diaz's printables back when I was in her tier level. And so I'll just basically show you what I've done in here, just so you can get a glimpse. And hopefully, let me lower this, because we don't need a whole lot of room, do we? No, I don't think we do. Well, maybe that's a little too close, you guys. Here we go again. Maybe that's better. Okay. So if you don't know, you can always like zoom out your screen or put subtitles or stuff up in the right-hand corner of your monitor. So this book, because I ended up kind of cutesying up the December monthly, and I'm not going to do anything here. I was going to do something there. I'm going to find some stickers and just lay down some stickers here. I just find that these boxes, these tracker boxes, they're very narrow. And the only thing I can really put here is a heart for gratitude, and maybe if I did a walk for 15, 30, 45 or 60 minutes. So I might keep it to that. I was going to do like moods, like Nessie over at Nessie Plans. If you don't know who she is, she did moods here once. And I'm not sure if it was this book or if actually it was the yearly notebook that she did that in. I'm just gonna see if, no, I think it had to be, I think it had to be this one or something similar. No, it could have been the trackers here, but these are the quarterlies. So, but they're much wider. So, yeah, I think like she did like okay, sad, joy, you know, whatever. But those are very vague words, and okay could mean a lot of things. Fine or low or high or mix, or, you know, they're very vague for moods. So I had done this monthly planning, and it was a little too decorative, classy, in the classic kind of decorative way. And I'm more of a kind of cutesy decorative way for my books, because I'm very practical in my life. So I like to be cutesy on paper. And so I just came along with a mild liner and just drew some lines in there to bring some consistency throughout the page here. So I haven't done the February monthly here, and I haven't done anything in this one here, except for I added this larger Hobonichi band to close the book, because I don't like them flopping around. If I'm going to throw it in my bag or my purse or whatever, I don't like them flopping around. And these bags, or pardon me, these clips really hold on quite well. Now, this one is the smaller one on here, which is designed for the weeklies or for the A6. But as this book gets fuller and like wider with things in it, as you can see here, this is this week, and it's got quite a number of sticky tabs So if I continue to do that, it's going to be quite a thick book. Yeah, and any tip-ins that I happen to do. So for January, I didn't actually do any back pages notes in here. In fact, I did write down some purchases, and I did some sketches, and I don't actually like those, so they're coming out because they don't really need to be there. So I'm just gonna do what I usually do and rip them out. I was just testing calligraphy ink, did a quick little sketch with one pen to get it working, basically, and I had some like inexpensive ink that I was trying out, and it of course bled through here. So I'm just going to white that out because I know that would bug me. And what's odd is I do have like a blotting paper, but I had to put my, sorry about my arm, I had to put my shelves back up here on my table because I hadn't been doing that. So I think maybe, while I'm thinking about it, because I do have extra, just wondering, do I need to like, just wondering how many I have left as I drop everything. I'll have to decide whether or not I cut this one up, because I think they come in packages of 10. And to cut that in half, it's really not going to do much. So I think I'll just leave that up there for use. Yeah, down the road. So January flip through on this one I'll do really quick. I ended December. This is what she's looking like. Just a lot of color and stickers. And this one had a lot more notes, although this one doesn't really want to stay. So you guys know it, right? If you know me at all, you know that tape is my bestie for stationery stuff, if I can find it. And like stickers, sticky tabs, the adhesive will dry out on them. So just behind here, I've just got some chores. Basically, they're the same chores every week, so I don't even know why I put them down, to be honest. But I did have like other plans in here about like my grocery inventory, because I tend to do that. I tend to shop without taking note of what I have in my cupboard. And that's not really good either, because then if I have to waste food, I feel really bad. So here we are here. I do have 2 appointments today, and that's pretty much all I've done, except for I did put out these Planner Monkey Co. Coffee stickers, because I had them, and even though I don't drink coffee, here I've purchased 10 Starbucks coffee cards for all the receptionists in one of my doctor's office. So since I pulled it out to put the 10 here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just carried on with the coffee theme here. And I like to do that with people that regularly, you know, put in time for me. I know it's their job, but that doesn't cease the fact that they're putting extra time and energy into my life and improving my life, and I just like to show little things. And nowadays, what does $10 get you? Maybe a cup of coffee. So I'd ask my doctor if it was okay if I did that. Now, these people aren't even in the same city as me. I do video calls with my particular doctor. Where I live in Canada, I live on an island, so unless I take a ferry across to the mainland, I don't have this particular doctor. I either go over and see her like once a year or twice a year if I can, and that's only if my daughter's available. Because navigation and me in a big city is, I don't know, as I've gotten older, I don't feel comfortable, which is really strange, you guys, because I used to be able to do that, but now I can't. So anyway, that the whole point, without me rambling on too much, is that I laid down the rest of the Planner Monkey Co. Sticker sheet, and I'm not even sure if it's anywhere near because I tossed it out. But Planner Monkey Co. it was, and yeah, you guys, I'm digging around, rooting for it, and I shouldn't. Okay, so I am set up basically for next week, and the Hobonichi weeks, this humble little thing is good. I'm just going to make a note now that I've taken out some pages, so now I'm down to 72 pages. Well, actually, yeah, 71. So I'm still at like 6 pages a day, virtually. And here I plan on putting things like art supplies that I want to use more. I want to start putting smaller M kits together, like little miniature ones, EDCs, everyday carry, that kind of things. And then this here will be February. So that's it for the weeks. Now for PaperTess, I do have this Hobonichi, or sorry, Sweet Kawaii Designs. And let's see if I can get into it. Like, I can't believe it's February. I'm still in shock. Like, time, I don't know. Time, I've lost all sense of direction with time. It seems like 2012 was the last firm grasp of the year I had. Yeah. So if you haven't seen this yet in your like perusal of the planner world, I'll just show you. It comes with this cute little one here, with the hearts, and the inkwell, the planner. This is like one sticker, which is an envelope, a little desk. They're really cute. All of these are like individual stickers. Has a February monthly. Then it comes with a sheet of stickers. Hopefully you guys are in screen. Then they have these like long ones. By the way, these kits come in like cousin size, weekly sizes. And this is weekly, but I think also it's like I also can use it in my A6. I'm not sure if there's a separate A6. And then this is for the monthly here. So I remember when I was doing this, when I was like, do I? And then I haven't been really using it. But now we're into February, so now I want to, because January was kind of hooped up here. And I think that was my problem, because even though it's 2024 and I had to redate it, these earlier pages just, I wasn't setting them up right. But what I'm finding in my weeks in comparison is that there are things that I'm missing out and doing every week that obviously I need to have in there. So like, I like how I can change it up every week so it doesn't like have that same look. I like that about the weeks. But what I don't like is that I miss things. And so that's why I have the 2 books here. And yet, yeah, that was canceled, sorry. And yet, like, some things were missed, and I don't like that either. So I'm just gonna tick off first I'll add and yeah, sometimes I debate whether I put like everything in this book and make it practical. And I think I want to make like these monthlies practical, which means that if I do that, each of these days here have a sticker of the day. So if I do that, I can literally take the sticker for sticker of the day and put it down in this book. But as you can see, I also put my appointments down in here. So I don't know if I want to just keep them all in here or what. Not sure. And as you can see, I did nothing here for January. Nothing. And that is because January I blinked and it was gone. And now we're already on the 5th, which is Thursday. And I have redated these. So we're right here. And I'm going to actually use a highlighter just so I know. Because I really want to start like getting in some exercise. I've been really bad. It's been cold outside. I've been making excuses for myself. So it's time I made some goals. And I don't know, like, I don't like doing it in January. I think everybody does it in January. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to do it in January if everybody else is doing it in January. So here we are, February. I'm going to just take that guy and move him for a second. And we're going to lay down some really simple decorations here. Are you guys finding the time like speeding up too? Is it more than just me out there? Because I don't know, you guys. Time is just whipping. And there are times, periods of times where it feels slower, but I think what it is I just feel lazier. And I think it's because it's too easy to be lazy nowadays, and I'm getting frustrated with myself for that. I used to do a whole lot more, and now I don't. So I'm going to remedy that pretty soon. I've always liked the colors of February. All right. And then I do have like this at the top, and it does make a difference. Did I put it on the top last month? Yeah, I did. Let's hope I can keep them straight. So yeah, I tried to clear off this table that I'm at to give myself more room, but it just toothed up my whole system. Like, I couldn't find anything, and I tried to rearrange stuff so that it was in a different location. But for me, it just really, my memory retention of where I put things, it's not great if I start moving things around. Like, okay, that's super crooked, but thankfully with this paper, it's coming up great. I don't know why I can never get things straight. Thank you for those of you that commented on my last video. I really, truly appreciate it. Now I'm going to put down hearts because I have to redate it. So I hope this part isn't too boring for you. So we started the month on a Sunday. And so I guess let's talk story time. I don't know if I told you much about my raccoons lately, but I was going to cease feeding them because Grumpy, my favorite raccoon, had actually grabbed a hold of my Crocs when I was outside, just like sitting in the chair enjoying the night, you know? And he grabbed hold of my Crocs when I didn't see him coming. And he literally clamped down on the toe of my shoe and left his teeth mark in there. And he's my fave. He's my favorite big boy. He's a huge raccoon. And when he did that, I thought, well, I gotta stop feeding these guys. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, he literally wanted me to get up and get what he wanted right now, and he wasn't taking no for an answer. And I gotta tell you, I held off for about 3 days, but you know what, you guys? There's another little raccoon, and I think I told you about this kit. He's not so little anymore, but one of my neighbors, I hate to say it, put out a rat trap, and I call him Braveheart. And Braveheart, I guess, got his front right paw snapped in this rat trap. And it took a couple of us to get his little paw free, and we had to let him go without touching him using a towel. And the poor thing was just screeching, and you can't take him into a vet because the minute you do, and the smell of human beings are on a raccoon, they're rejected by their mother. So we had to leave it up to chance right then and there. And my neighbors were looking to me for direction because I knew these particular raccoons and I knew the mother. And we didn't know how deep the injury went. And it's a real hard decision to make sometimes, but at the end of the day, they are wild animals. And so I had to leave it to fate and hope that the mother, at the time, hoped that the mother would take care of this kid with his injury as opposed to reject him completely if our scent or any human scent was on him. So that's what we did. And he's been my favorite ever since because he's such a trooper. First of all, he was the runt of the batch, and he outlived that, which usually it's quite common for a runt to pass early from whatever ailment, usually because they're not strong enough to fight off their siblings to get whatever food scraps. But because I feed them, he was able to survive that way. And also, he couldn't use that paw for a long, long time. And And then after the whole Grumpy incident, which is their father, by the way, because Grumpy, I think, like, he fathers 4 or 5 different mothers. But I didn't feed them for a while, and it was Braveheart that they sent to rekindle my love and my decision against not feeding them. So he would come and just sat and would look at me, and he broke my heart. I literally had to, like, go off in the car and go and get him, or my van, and go and get them some food, because it just broke my heart. I couldn't. I mean, he just looked at me with these sad little eyes. And if you look on my channel somewhere, you guys, you can see them eating. And yeah, it broke my heart. Now, I think that I filmed that was a different, like, kit lot. So the mother had, they can have up to 3 or 4 kit lots a year, believe it or not. So at least that's what I think. And they had a really late lot last year, so he's from the latest lot. Anyway, I call him Braveheart, and he's my little guy. He's my new favorite. I mean, Grumpy's still my favorite, and you know, what do I expect, right? When I'm feeding them all the time. But I just, I was so shocked that he pierced my shoe. That I didn't want to feed him for a while, because it wasn't that I was mad at them. How can you be mad at them? I was just shocked that he did that. It was sort of like biting the hand that feeds you, right? Literally, except it was my foot. Now, thankfully, I've already had a tetanus shot, because Grumpy has tried to climb on my lap before. He doesn't know that he's a wild animal. They don't know, because they're trapped in this little urban bubble within this industrial area here where I live. So anyway, that's story time. Now, February only has 28 days, so this is what's hooping me up. I almost went 3 more days. So, let's see. Serpent Day. Great. That was the first. On a Sunday. And then Tater Tot Day. Where do they come up with these? Oh my gosh. And then Carrot Cake Day. Okay, I like carrot cake. Who does not like carrot cake? If it's made right. It's got to have the raisins. It's got to have the carrots, you know. This is Think a Mail Carrier Day. Well, I absolutely know my mail carrier by name. Her name is Jane. And I make it a personal point to get to know people that are in my life on a day-to-day basis. Frozen Yogurt Day. So today is Nutella Day. Which, by the way, P.S., I do have in my cupboard. Frozen Yogurt Day is tomorrow. Send a card to a friend Day is Saturday. Look how wide that is. Maybe I'll make my neighbor a card. Tell her it's been written. It's not like scripture or anything. It's just Fly a Kite Day. You know, I haven't flown a kite in so long. Pizza Day is the 9th. I don't know. I really don't like eating out anymore. It all tastes the same. Umbrella Day is the 10th. You guys find that when you eat out all the time? It just starts tasting the same. And I don't know, quality has gone right downhill. Inventory Day is the 11th. Plum Pudding Day. Why would plum pudding be in February? Does anybody know the answer to that? Is that a British thing? A European thing? Tortellini Day is the 13th. Maybe we're doing international here. And then the 14th, of course, is Valentine's Day, which we know was Hallmark invented that holiday, you guys. I'm telling you. Single Awareness Day, which is the 15th. Almond Day. Oh, good Lord. They're good for a good chuckle. Okay. And then R-A-K Day, Rock Day. What does that mean? Does anybody know what that means? Am I reading that right? Rock Day? I have no idea what that means, but I will be looking it up as soon as I get off this video. Drink wine day. Well, I don't drink. My liver ran away from home when I was in the forces. Chocolate Mint Day is the 19th. Cherry Pie Day. Am I making you guys hungry? I'm sorry. If you guys are out there struggling with cravings and sugar, I'm back with you, you guys. Look at this, Sticky Bun Day. Like, maybe it's because it is February, but it is not permission to eat sugar every day of the month. Margarita Day, or have alcohol. Because alcohol is pure sugar. Dog Biscuit Day. There we go. But who's going to have a dog biscuit? Anybody? Bueller? Tortilla. I can't pronounce that word. Why can't I pronounce that word? Tortilla chip J? Tortilla? Oh my God. Forget it. Can't speak. And then Clam Chowder Day. Okay, my mom used to make the best New England clam chowder. Pistachio Day. I can pronounce that one. Yay me. Strawberry Day. Yes. But they're not in season yet. And Tooth Fairy Day. There you go, kiddies, if you're watching. And so, I have a birthday in the family on the 20th. So I'll put a cake down. That's one thing I did not do. And I'm looking around. Do I have... Did I put it somewhere? I always do this, don't I, guys? I haven't transferred over my special days yet. And why haven't I? Yeah, all my important dates have not been transferred over yet. That's not very good. Wait a minute now. There it is. I'll do them later, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, it's the 20th. Okay. Because I have them in this book, which was last year's, but I didn't transfer them over. So, I will write it here. In blue to be different. And then just so I have it there. Okay. And then so I'll put my paydays too, right, you guys? So one is here. One is here. And one is here, I think. And let's see. I'm gonna have to do some car maintenance or whatnot, but that looks pretty. I like that monthly. So how long did that take us? 35 minutes, that's not bad. Okay, so let's fast forward here. So here is where February is going to start, right here. Now, let's see if I have February stickers. I must. Here's March. Yay. These were from Hubman and Chub Girl. And I never really used them, actually. Like, look how many stickers I have. Holy. So I could take one of these guys, definitely, and decorate my weeks with them. It's really weird that the numbers are missing. Or is it just a sticker over top? What's going on here? Looks like there was like 2 cuts that got pulled out. That's really odd. Isn't that odd? So they're circles, but it looks like the panels got cut. Weird. So I guess the theme of February is breakfast foods. And kitty food, which is what my raccoons eat. All right, well, let's put these and this. Which one do I want to put? I'll keep that one out. Let's get rid of this. This is how I dance, you guys, back and forth, you see? So, February. Do I want it down there? What else have I got in here? Cotton fingers work for me. Sorry, you guys, I'm pulling it off the screen so you don't watch me struggle. So yeah, breakfast foods. I don't know. Gosh. Perfect egg washi flakes. I'll never get the backs off of those. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know how I feel about these, you guys, honestly. Okay, that one's not bad. And these cards here, I'm just going to put in here because that'll fit, you see? It'll make the book thick, but it won't matter. It will not matter. So, if I'm going to use that, okay, I don't need all these bacon ones. Throw it in these. My planning really comes down to stickers, if you knew, you guys. And I don't know, it's okay, so these are the bigger ones. I have to figure out, those flakes can go over there. So I guess I want the February. See, there's a list down here. I can move that list over there. I kind of like having it here. At the bottom. I should be tracking how many bags of kitty litter I litter, or not litter, but food I buy a month. Because I'm buying a lot. You guys might hear some honking. Put some blueberries down. I guess that's what they are. Let's start the month off with the coffee. Just put some stickers up the side here. I've got some fruit juice. Oh God, now I'm hungry. Oh my goodness. Okay. Put the avocado cat up there. I don't know how I feel about this, you guys. Like, seriously. Face is on like eggs and blueberries. All right, we'll put that guy in the middle there. In this book, I think I already like added stickers. No, that was in my other book, my A6. Now I have to look because I know. Yeah. So, what the heck? I don't know. So here's February, right? Well, let's add another one. Well, we're here anyway. Put the kitty one there. Pancakes. Oh, guys. And waffles. Are you seeing this? Waffles just make everything better. Put that there. I need this stack of pancakes. Now I'm hungry. I'm so sorry, you guys, if you guys are like sitting there cursing me because I'm like putting all these food items now. I'm so sorry. I'd be cursing me right now. Seriously. Let's put that there. I have no idea what I'm doing anyway. Seriously, I don't. I'm making a big mess of all these books all the time, but good meowing, beautiful. Instead of morning, good meowing, good meowing. Okay. Okay. Need something down here. I guess I'm going to have to put bacon, but you know what's funny, you guys? I can't eat bacon anymore. I just can't do it. I used to eat turkey bacon, and now I can't. Let's put some milk down. I can't have milk either. Welcome to my world. Okay. So, I guess I'm doing a whole bunch of books all at once. Didn't plan on doing that, but let's get some. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making it worse or better, to be honest. Look at that, and I missed all of this, but that's nice and colorful. See, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to regret it. I'm going to look back and think, oh, why did I do that? I'm going to leave that and, like, track, but I need something. Maybe I'll put an apple. I do love my fruits and vegetables, but I do want to track how many bags I've been going through. So what is the date today? And where is my pen? So it's the 5th. So I've already gone through 2. Well, I bought my second 8-kilogram bag of food. So I'm on my second one. So purchased 8 kgs cat food. It's the dry stuff. And then just, well, yesterday. So, man, if I keep that up. But I can't, like, I just can't not. And then I'll come back and I'll, like, use, I don't know what color. What color am I going to use, you guys? I don't know what color I'm going to use. Maybe that color? Have I used that color yet? No. So I guess that's the color I'll use. Okay. Let's get back on track, shall we? Because I do have planning, believe it or not. I know, shocker. But I just figured if I was gonna, you know, dive into one, I might as well dive into all. And if I don't, then I'm stuck with all these. But I do like the fact that I have a lot of these Februaries. Because I do have a lot of books, even if I don't use them all the time. Put that one in there. Okay. So what I wanted to do here, oh, I needed that February. That's the whole reason why I went in there. That's for the smaller ones. So what color are we going to do? Which ones should be here? The bigger one. Okay. Is that all I've got? Do I not have, like... Guess not. What's the most colorful one? This one, I guess. See, I put January on almost every page. Like, a little bit of an overkill, Mel. Okay. So there we are there. And I'm off camera here. You guys, sorry about that. Hope it turns out okay. Now I need to change these numbers around. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this. I'm so glad she changed her script. She just, yeah. Let's see if I can show you what her script used to be, you guys. Let's see. There we are. You see? And she does change it from time to time. And these are good, like, literally for any month. So this was last month, but it looks like she's going to cursive now, which I really like, because I'm of that age where cursive is great. Let me go back and see if there's another example further back. Not that you guys care, but it does, you know, it does make a difference when you're doing up your pages. Let's see. I want to just put a marker in there so I don't lose my spot, because I have them all in like this bag here. I just want to put a marker in there. So this was from last April, and so look, that's what I mean. So now we've seen 3 different kinds of scripts. You know, I do prefer the darker ones than the lighter ones. And she does like different ones all the time. So I really appreciate her doing that. That's for sure. Okay. Put those in there. Yeah, I really like that. So where were we? February. And I need these dates. So Monday was 2nd. And look how itty bitty these little numbers are. And I kind of have to stay with them too to go for the whole month. Let's see if I can do them without, oh gosh. Okay, where did I put the tweezers? Yeah, not a fun, not a very exciting and fun like aspect when I do the dates. But you guys, you know what? I hope you're planning in the background or drawing or sketching. I think my next video I'm going to do, probably Saturday. Because I'm really busy until then, you guys. What is it today? Thursday, right? Yeah. So Saturday evening, I'll post a video. Because, yeah, I'm crazy busy. We'll see. But it's going to be on journaling topics and journaling. And so I have a little something, a little kind of surprise, if you will. It's not a giveaway or anything like that. It's just an activity. But I thought that maybe you guys would be interested in it. I've had a number of requests for it. So I thought I would do it. So here is the week that we're on. And I have redated that. Now I can go back to this month and put that there, because just so I don't forget. And this one here looks like I've battered it up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that next video on journaling. Especially since I haven't really done a dedicated like journaling video, and certainly not like this. So if you want to follow along, the one thing I would like you guys to do by Saturday, if you can, is go get yourself a composition notebook. Any kind, or any book that you might have. Any kind of notebook that you might have. So you'll see why very quickly in the journaling book. Okay, and we're going to do it together. So in the back here, there is a ton of pages, like holy 227 pages. So instead of me like counting like I did in my weeks here in the back, where I gave myself 6 pages, I'm not doing that here. So my notes pages in the back of the weeks, I have now 71 because I ripped out 4 just now, right? So I'm not doing that here. So instead I'm going to take this calendar and I'm going to put it here. And from now on, I'm just going to cross it off when I walk. That's it. Simple. I'm going to make a note of that. If I can find my little sticky books. I can either do it on there. Yeah, I might do it on here. Okay, so walk tracker. Now, I heard something really interesting to do with micro walking. So in 10 minutes, a person walks about 1,000 steps. And I'm slow. So, I mean, I always thought I was really slow because, like, I've heard people say, and I'm not comparing myself to anybody else, but I've heard people say that, you know, like in 35 minutes, they've done 10K. And I'm like, what? Because I'm super slow, you guys. Like, so I do about 1,000 steps in 10 minutes. 1,000 steps, 100 steps a minute. That's about what I do. So it takes me literally 100 minutes to get my 1,000 or 10,000 steps a day. So, but I didn't realize, like, if you even increased your steps, no matter where you are, by 500 steps a day, what they call micro walking, you increase your, like, cardiovascular health by 15%. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Now, I'm not sure where these stats are from, but I heard it from a chiropractor on a podcast, and she's like worked with athletes and Olympians and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I'm really going to make the effort to walk because here, like, I'm not even crossing them out, you know, like I might circle them like this because these days have passed, but I'm not going to cross them out. So I'm going to do a code, and the circle is for days past, and then the X is for walked. And I don't really care how long. At this point, I got to get back into it, so it doesn't matter to me. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. And I'm going to leave this nice little, like, Okie Plans divider. This is really neat because in here, it goes over the page. So if this wasn't up there and this wasn't up there, it could slide over the page. And, or you could put stickers in it or whatnot, but it's like having a writing board built into your page system. And hopefully I could do that without making a muck of it. There we go. think I opened it up at some point because it wasn't doing it. But anyway, it's supposed to. Let's go back here because I want to fill in this part here. So now, this is where I do have to go back. And there was one more thing I did want to do in here because it's the start of the month. I pulled these out. I got these at just recently at the Dollar Tree. Vellum paper. And they're only 6 by 6. So it doesn't matter to me though because they don't have to fill up the whole sheet. But I really like the division between the months. And so they come down along that line, which is a guideline for me. Now, of course, I have to look at it again. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So doesn't look very equal though, does it? I guess it does. The bottom part looks a little wider. I think that's what I'm noticing. We've got to get close to the hour at this point, haven't we? I always do that. I always check just past the hour. By the way, you get 6 sheets of the vellum paper, you guys. So I'm just going to tip this in because I really like separating the months. And then I'm going to go back from, so that's January, so between the December one as well. And then I'm going to use the December one in here to do like something else. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave it. I'm not even sure. But I do want this book to have its own little unique thing. Okay, so this one's going to be a little tricky because I've got this sticky tab here. And like I find that with the vellum, it doesn't need to be like full-on pages like my old books here. Did I put any vellum in here? Yeah, see, I had like full-on pages, right? And I know a lot of people like remove their vellum from old pages, right? But I find it changes the memory of the book for me. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense because every book inspires a different feeling. So I'll just put that one right in the middle. And so, yeah. So if I keep adding stuff to this book, obviously I'm going to have to swap this out because she's getting chunky. But I do like, I really do like the way that the vellum makes it unique. I've been shortchanging you guys on a couple of videos, so we're just going to tack those onto this one. How's that? Okay. So there we go. All right. I've been sort of dancing between them all. Now, in here somewhere, I did have I don't know if I want to do those like tracker ideas there, but whatever tracker I want to do, I'm going to put tracker information here. And I really want to narrow it down so what I'm tracking reflects on what I'm doing. And then here, I don't need a whole column to buy. So I know, for example, that at the very most, I'm going to need 4 items to buy, if that. So here, I'm just going to put another line and write to do or tasks. Because I think they're the same thing, right? And then this is to buy, which I might as well put cat food. Like, and how many? And how many? And I've already bought like 1, and I bought 2. Okay. And then, let's see. This has been a busy week, and I know, like, I'm playing catch up on this book, which is fine. I was supposed to have an appointment yesterday, which I canceled due to a lovely headache. I wasn't getting cavities done yesterday if I had a headache. So yesterday was what, Wednesday, right? So I'm supposed to see dental appointment and canceled, just so I can rebook. They're so kind, like they didn't charge me for the cancellation, even though it was short notice, so I really appreciate that. And then, so now I have to rebook that. So I'm just going to put rebook dental appointment. And then here I had an 11 a.m. appointment. And then I also had a 2 p.m. appointment with another doctor. And today I have 2. One at 9:45 at my medical clinic, and one at 1 p.m. It's Thursday, right? Yeah. And then here I'm just gonna write busy, 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 busy. From there to here, and then hopefully I can film. Maybe I'll do it. Do I have a green pen? I do. Let's do film YouTube vid on journaling, so I can have that ready. And so you can too. And then I'm just going to write here, composition notebook. And if you want to, like, bring to the table, like, your favorite scraps or favorite magazines or favorite children's book that you know, like if you want to go thrifting and pick up a children's book or something beforehand too, that might help you out. You don't have to. It's not necessary at all. I do have this piece here. Doesn't really go with that. Yeah, I don't really like that there. So, won't be doing that. But let's put that Maybe back here. Okay. So I have to figure out all my tasks. It's so weird, like going from 0.5 to like the 1 millimeter. Anyway, you guys, I am going to, this will be the summary of the week. This is be my tracker information, right? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then low, medium, high. And I got this low, medium, high idea from Chaz off of Planning with Charlie. And I'm just going to tag both of them, or I'll forget. Tag Nessie at Nessie Plans for her like ideas. Remember I was saying here she did the like mood. That was from Nessie. And then I remembered Chaz had the at Planning with Charlie. Charlie is her youngest daughter. And she had her energy level. So this is energy. And I really like that. And for those of you that know me, you know I like to give credit wherever I can, if I remember. And then I'm just going to put energy, low, medium, high, and also define. Which I'll do here. Because I think that's really important that I define that right off the bat. And then in the future, I think I'll have like the mission statement or goal of the week. This will help me break down the week. I mean, when you think of it, there's only 52 weeks in the year. So for me, I don't know. It would go really quickly. So that's it, you guys. That has been like, we went from doing just these two to actually some of this one as well. Believe it or not. But that's how my videos tend to work out, you guys. And why do I have another one? I don't know where I'm getting all of these. One is pink. I think I like the pink one in here. Goes better. I'm not sure where I got these from, but they're kind of neat. This one's like butterfly blue. All right. So I'm sorry about that. I don't know where I got those from. And Sweet Quiet Design. I will put that in the description box as well. Anyway, folks, remember we're all perfectly imperfect. You're all loved, needed, and wanted. Far, far more than you will ever know. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. And I hope you have a blessed and beautiful, wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye for now.